Hello there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Khadija. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Skim through my videos. Let me know what you guys like and what you'd like to see. And, leave a comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's grow together. Alright? One day, I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, look how far she come from. Look how far away I come from with her. Yeah? If you've been here before, thank you so much for supporting your girl. I really do appreciate everybody that takes the time out to watch my videos and leave a comment if you've subscribed. And by the way, really, I said no phone. I watch my video them and I'm not subscribing. Please to go and subscribe. It just is one click of a button. I feel like you can do a little bit better than that. Yeah, from the title you guys already know what this video is gonna be about. I feel like we're all here to learn from one another, what we can take from people's experiences, and kind of sort of use them to guide us. I mean, it's not gonna be applicable in every situation or with everybody, but I feel like we can definitely learn from each other's mistakes. And I'm just here to share my experience and you take from it what you will. Here to speak about my work and travel experience. A lot of people see people go abroad and them just automatically assume say it's a bed of roses. There's a lot to see and do in countries outside of your own. There's a lot more opportunities in America than there is in Jamaica, if we're being real. So it's not like I'm saying don't go, because I would definitely go back because the money is good. Everybody handles things differently. So, it's all dependent on you. So, I went away for 6 months. I was very grateful for the opportunity because, it gave me experience. I met a lot of people. I learned some things. I did a bit of sightseeing, things like that. And it's not that I haven't traveled before, because I've been to America before, but I was young. Probably did I wear diapers. I don't remember that, so that no count. No matter how bad the experience, we take from everything, as I did say earlier. And it teaches us and we know how to do certain things going forward. For example, last year was my first time going on that experience. And, God's willing, I was supposed to go back. I would know what I would do differently and how I would approach things and, people and what not to do, what to do. So, as I said, everything is a learning experience. It was a bittersweet 6 months. Working conditions were not very bad. Before me, because I living condition. Living with people sometimes is not always fun. Like your mental health sometimes can deteriorate. My living conditions, so everybody had a roommate for the most part. And for the most part, my housemates weren't bad. I had an excellent roommate. She knows herself. Should she watch this? I hope she's watching this. But my roommate was not, I didn't have any issues there. She look out for me, I look out for her. I would get laugh a pea soup. Day in, day out. But my housemates were another issue. You see, because everybody grew different and everybody treat their space different, and some people just have no respect for personal space. That is always gonna be an issue when you live with a bag of strangers. I've only ever lived one place outside of my family house and had a good experience for the most part, because I met some really awesome people I cherish so very, 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 like very, 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 very much. And they know themselves. They should also be watching this video, so I hope they are. But they know themselves, and honestly, it makes me appreciate people like that, because people really just have no regard for personal space. They're not clean, they're not tidy. And that was kind of the case when I went away. People didn't really like cleaning up after themselves. You see me, when I come on to certain things, I feel like I feel cooking in the kitchen and your dishes where you cooked 2 nights ago still in a sink with food in them. Like, that's just nasty. Like, you're sharing a space with other people, and me get it, we have to rush out and go work sometimes or whatever. You come back from work late and you're tired, but if you know say you work till 11 o'clock tonight and you come home and you bust a late cooking and you not done cook till maybe 1, 2 o'clock. You're tired, you want to go bed and lie down. Fine. But if you know, say you not work the next day till 3 o'clock or 10 a.m. You get up from like 8 o'clock and you wash up your plate them, or you get up with enough time to bring out your plate them. Like, why are you inconveniencing other people by making it already uncomfortable? Because remember say most of we don't know each other, you know. We're random people from random parts of the country living in a house for 6 months. You know, just be a bit more considerate. And that was definitely an issue with me. I never really loved that. Bathroom was the next issue, and yet dirty bathroom. Nothing I hate like dirty bathroom. Like if me come at your house and your bathroom dirty, I think it says a lot about you. Put your things in the bathroom, people I use them, or you know, you have your soap in the laundry area and you come back and the bucket empty, and it's just a lot of things. I never really loved that at all. People would like use the washing machine, and like it's 10 of us live in a house. It's one washing area. Why you leave your clothes in the washer or in the dryer, knowing say other people are gonna need to use it? And with everybody's work schedule kind of up and down, you know, you never know when somebody might come and want to use the washer, so, and everybody want to touch up people things. Like, why would you do it? Like, I don't know, people just weird. Like, they would look out for you, but it's just the cleanliness that was my issue. Outside of that, I think respect for personal space, that was the issue. Outside of that, I never really had a problem. And as me say, me and my roommate did good, so it wasn't her, it was more like 1 and 2 other people in the house. There's no way you can be somewhere for 6 months and you not clean it out, even when you are the one making the most mess. It does not make any sense. Okay, so work now. So while I was there, I worked in a chain of hotels. So it was 3 hotels and I worked in all 3 of them as front desk. And for a period of time I worked as a bellhop. So I was the person who would show the persons to their rooms and, you know, help with luggage if necessary. That never happened for a very long time. It was like maybe a month or 2, maybe a month and a half. Yeah, but for the most part I was front desk. While I was working at the hotels, I was tasked with quite a few responsibilities, because as I said, my employers were shit, and what was required of me before I went changed when I got there, which is why I give them a negative 10 out of 10. You know, so I had to man the front desk, I had to answer the phones, I had to ensure that the lobby areas were clean. Sometimes I had to be vacuuming. I had to ensure that if I was working on the morning shift, that the housekeepers got the rooms ready in time for check-in at 3. And that was right across the board. If I was working the afternoon shift, I would have to ensure that all laundry was dried for night shift. And morning shift was 7 to 3. Evening shift was 3 to 11, and then overnight shift was 11 to 7. Now, I worked overnight one time. I was never scheduled for it again, because I thought night shift was responsible for just sitting at the front desk and looking cute. And when the housekeepers came the next day, all the laundry was still wet and needed to be folded. And yeah, so I was not scheduled for this again because nobody told me. Well, maybe they tell me, I never remember. But you know, so I mostly worked 7 to 3 and 3 to 11, sometimes full days. And when I worked, because I said I worked bellhop for like a month, when I was working the bellhop, it would be from 3 to 8 p.m. So you know, it wasn't the worst experience in the world. I had a lot of fun times, and I had to respond to guests' queries, whether they were in the hotel, calling on the phone, emailing, on the website, whatever it was. You know, I had to, you know, set up. They tried to do this little fancy thing where they gave each guest a clipboard or like a list of things to do in the town, some information on the town, and restaurants to try, you know, places to see, things like that. I had to ensure that for one of the hotels there was a breakfast attendant from 6 to 10, and you know, if there was any breakfast items left over after she left, you know, I would have to ensure that those were cleaned and stuff. But for the most part, it was good. I met some pretty nice people as well, you know, and it definitely gave me experience. I met a lot of people from across all the world, because for some reason white people like to hike. That is no offense to any white person that might be watching this, but you know, people like to hike and go in woodlands and see birds and stuff. That's not me, but I'm not judging. But yeah, so you know, a lot of people came there, and you know, they stayed in the hotels, and you know, I met people from France, Germany, Israel, other parts of the United States. I met people from the Caribbean. My employers were very disgusting. Yeah, they are not nice people. And you know, I think it's a situation where, because they feel like, you know, they're helping you out by allowing you to work in their companies. Or some of the most darkest people me ever come across was in that 6 months. Okay, people where you expect to be of sound mind and great reasoning abilities lack fully. When you hear of things, and even when you see people talk about it on the internet, it's one thing, you know, but to have to experience it for yourself is another thing. I experienced racism, which was a whole nother thing. There was a lady that came to one of the hotels that she never really and it's mostly Jamaicans working in these hotels. She never really wanted any of us to swipe her card because we were black. There was one who, he questioned me so much I thought he was from immigration. Like, he asked me when I was, and I will never forget these people. He asked me where I was from, what I do, if I plan on staying in the States. He asked me my mother and my father, if I have siblings, you know, if I have cousin, uncle, auntie, brother, what me do at daytime when me there work. And this is something that happened over like a 3-day period. Every time him pass the front desk and him see me, him come back and him stop. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, sir, please. These are the questions. Please, like, some of the darkest people I met was over that 6-month period. Like, I mean, I guess I should not have had such high hopes, but I just, you know, you always hear people talk, and you just expect the best out of a certain, you know, America is a wannabe hot girl. Like, then again, maybe it's because of the experience. Like, maybe it's because I went on work and travel and not so much like travel for leisure. Maybe that's why I had that encounter. Or maybe that's why I had so many bad encounters in that 6 months. You know, because of the kind of people that I had to deal with and the kind of industry I was working in as well, you know. So, you know, I had one lady accuse us of stealing her clothes. It was just a whole shebang. But you know, if we're looking at it from the financial point of view, I would definitely go back. It's provided me a way out of many things, you know. And if you put your mind to it and you know, say, all right, this is 6 months that I have to do this, get this, you know, you can really make the most out of it. And I, provided the opportunity, would definitely go back. Because why not? If it means that when I come back here, I can take things easy for a while, why not? If it means that I can help out my mother and help myself, why not? Financially, it is a great thing. You just have to kind of condition your mind, like, go and make the most of it. And you know, despite all the odds, I am definitely appreciative of the opportunity in the first place, the people that I met, you know, the experience that I gained. I can add another 6 months to my resume and say I have experience in customer service or whatnot. One thing that I definitely absolutely would trade, I thought the cold that I experienced in Jamaica was cold until I went to America. It was horrible. I mean, on the hottest day I was still freezing. So it's like everybody is in spaghetti strap and shorts, and I am in sweatpants and sweater and hoodie over my head and mittens and 3 socks, and I freeze. Everybody's like, girl, bye. Like, but like, overall I would give the experience maybe a 7 out of 10. All right, the living conditions I would give, like, my roommate get 10 out of 10. The house get like 5 out of 10. that also too high. The working conditions, the people that I met, the good people that I met, 10 out of 10. You know, my employers get negative. Well, like, them get below whatever the lowest can be. But I think would not recommend them. You know, overall it was a good experience. I lived, I learned a lot. You know, it opened my eyes to a lot of things. You know, I gained some knowledge, some expertise, some skill, and I met some nice people. People see people go far and go work and come back, and I mustn't grudge them for them things because it's not easy. When I was young, I used to think that, you know, when you reach a foreign, you're rich and you have money. And I know a lot of people who still think like that today in 2023. And you know, it's really not like that. Enough late nights, early mornings, cold sweat, pressure. You know, you're sick, you still have to go work because you have a goal and you know you have to meet it because there are requirements for you to meet, maybe your own personal goals and you know, maybe what your family expect from you, where your requirements back home. And you know, so it's crazy. You know, there are not enough opportunities in Jamaica for me to tell anybody not to take up an opportunity like that. But you know, always weigh your pros and cons and you know, have your goals in mind. Why me get so distracted so easily? Is this recording? Bro. So most days I liked doing what I did because as me say, I met a lot of good people. A lot of people who at work made me laugh and you know, they made the job more bearable. From 3 to 11 I had to ensure that guests were checked in, and after a certain time if they didn't show up, you know, I would call and say, you know, remember, oh, like I had to remind guests of their trip to like 3 days prior, like send an email and say, you know, remember, if people call to make reservations, whatever. Also, when the housekeepers were finished cleaning at, like, if I worked on the 7 to 3 shift, the 7 to 3 shift, honestly, I don't know which shift I preferred, because you see 7 to 3 when people have checked out, because checkout was by 10, late checkout it could get till 11. Once people have checked out and gone, you know, you don't really have much to do other than check the rooms and ensure that the lobby is clean and stuff. Sorry, and then the leftover breakfast items. So depending on what hotel I was at that particular morning shift, it would be okay. Evening shift, I had a favorite hotel for evening shift because people would always, like, no matter how the other front desk agents would complain about people not showing up, me would always check in people early. And if anybody is supposed to be checked in late, it wouldn't be no issue because it would be like one person, and it rarely ever happened with me. So, like, you know, that one hotel was my favorite, and it was like walking distance from where we live. So like by the time 11 o'clock come, I just clock out, gone over. Anyways, what else? So I think my problem with the night shift was coming off at 11. You know, sometimes the person where I really you have to come late, or you know, most of the night me and her did a chat, or me and the two. Cause I think for the most part, me and everybody got along. Everybody and I got along really well because I'm not problematic. You know, people try to get you down sometimes, but me and the type of person to encourage certain things. So, you know, when people tried it, make them know what's up and make them know I'm not really interested in the foolishness. Like, don't try to haul me in a mess. I'm not a messy person. I stay to myself. Me even smile until people talk to me or like smile with me. You know? Also, where I was a very predominantly white state. So that was another issue. So yeah, the problems I had with the night shift, when me come off of work 11 o'clock and by the time I reach home at like 12:30, by the time I bathe and probably get something to eat, I'm gonna get hungry. Like, it's like maybe 12:31, and then me have to get up again for 7 o'clock. So that was my issue, because if you know me, you know I'm not a morning person. I was really proud of myself though, because most mornings I was early. Everything is pretty much walking distance, but you know, that snooze on the alarm, yeah, it does me no good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Overall, I would give the experience maybe like an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 maybe. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope this was entertaining for you guys, or you know, I can't take something from it. I don't know. I don't know. I just like to talk. So I come in here and talk, and yeah, because we have to create content. This is the year for content. Honestly, people, sometimes it bothers me, because I feel like the niche that I want to actually fall into for YouTube and even content creation on a whole, because I do make content on TikTok. Go follow me over there. And on Instagram, please go and follow me on Instagram. We're trying to grow all accounts this year, and I'm not going into 2024 without some drastic improvements. So you know, definitely supporting the girl. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Stop being stingy with enough subscriptions and follows. Go and follow me. Okay, I have a lot of great ideas, but I think one of the things that prevents me from falling into my niche is the fact that I still live with my parents. Not much to do. I don't have much friends here, and I feel like I don't want to put out the same thing every time. So I'm not always wanting to say me I go have drinks. Like, alright, we get that now, and I don't always want to be here sitting in front of the camera. So you know, more do things, more go places, all heap of things for all heap of places to go. But based on my circumstances, I just have to make the best of it, which is why I'm in front of the camera most of the times, or which is why all I can do is go for drinks. And you know, plus me I go school, that is also another factor. But we're making it work, as a lot of the times I have the idea, but I am unable to carry them out. But 2023 is the year for it. Your girl will be turning 24 this year, and God's willing, I have a lot of plans, lots of goals that we're gonna meet, you know, lots of targets that we're gonna hit. And you know, I am just grateful for everybody that, you know, believes in my dreams with me. And you know, you see the goals with me, or even if you not see the vision quite clearly yet, you know, you support a girl, and I am just really appreciative of that fact. Don't stop. I know people are like YouTubers or content creators say this all the time. I have a lot of content in store for you guys. I really do want to have them written down in a little book. I have them written down, you know. I just will execute, and I will execute them. It's just all with time. So yeah, so that was my experience working in America. Take from it what you will, you know, and then my little rant at the end. But I know you guys get me, I know you guys understand, and I look forward to making more content for you guys and with you guys. And you know, thank you so much for supporting me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Comment down below if you've ever worked or ever been on work and travel, and what your experience was like, and if you would recommend it, and you know, if you would go again if provided the opportunity. Let me know. Let me also know what you want to see on my channel. People, me tell you know, I'm here to make content for Uno. So let me know what you guys want to see. You know, I have my ideas, but it's always good also. It's always good getting like feedback, or like, you know, I wanna go watch it, so more no want to see. So let me know. Share the video, you know, and if you haven't watched my other videos, go ahead and check them out, you know. Yeah. So until my next video, bye guys.